Doesn't Laura's theme sound a bit like... It sounds a bit like The Price of Freedom. The Price of Freedom? Am I crazy? What song is that from Crisis Core? What is that one? I don't know if it's Price of Freedom or not. Not this one. Not this part. Oh god, we're gonna have to go through the whole fucking Crisis Core OST. This is gonna take forever. Does anyone even know what I'm talking about? This is insanity what I'm doing. Be this one? No. No. Maybe. Is this it? I've like lost the original now. There's a song in Crisis Core that plays while you're running around. It's like da-na-na-na. Gary, how long have you waited to type that, dude? It's just been sat there all morning. Player in Storm King Thunder game surprised the DM by asking if we could just resurrect the previous Storm Giant Queen for the current ruler. So we were given extra rewards as a DM didn't expect us to do that. I need to read it again. Surprised the DM by asking if we could just resurrect the previous Storm Giant Queen for the current ruler. And you did that though, but that's hard to do, no? I guess they could do it though, right? That makes sense. Is there anything written about that anywhere? It's just Price of Freedom, isn't it? Oh, so many songs! I am playing the game. Believe it or not, we're actually doing a Silent Hill thing right now. If you'd showed up on time, you'd know that. Literally, it's gonna be fucking impossible to find. Can't keep up with how fast I'm going. Oh, this is the best song on the whole OST, by the way. The weird strings version of the Price of Freedom. I want like a fucking 20-minute version of this. This? No. We're not going to find it, are we? I've probably been past it. This one plays a lot, but again, it's just Price of Freedom again, isn't it? Need to hear it again. It's the same song. They ripped off Silent Hill. It's a Crisis Core song. God damn it. It's the same song, isn't it? Is it just the Price of Freedom that I'm thinking of this whole time? There's like a version where you run around. It's not that. It's not the Price of Freedom, but it does sound like it. I mean, we're almost there. Let me just listen to the last couple. We're doing this. Oh yeah, the singing one. This makes me sad because it plays at the end. Banger. These are all just the end songs that are going to make me cry if I listen to them. The fight they do. The cool fight. Ain't in there, is it? We went through it. God, which one is it, man? I have to play the whole game just to get to it again. Alright, if I listen to the Crisis Core fucking soundtrack and then try and play this game, I'm gonna kill myself, so we can't do that. It's the same... It's got the same... I mean, the guitar, whatever guitar they're using is exactly the same, but it sounds so similar. That bit there. It sounds like that song. It is just the Price of Freedom, I think, but one of the songs in Kingmaker sounded like a song in Starbound, and I did the same thing. It's the worst feeling. I'm telling you, man, it's in there. I can hear it. It's in my brain. The CIA put a chip in my brain. Oh, we haven't played Orange Flannel. I haven't even done anything for it. I'm gonna write a word on this. Okay. I've written a word. My stunning block caps handwriting, and I want you to guess what word is written on it.
Coming up next on BBC Two, it's the BradWOTO stream. But first, it's time for...
What word is written on a piece of paper under the orange flannel?
Yes.
Doing it live. Fuck it. Fuck it. I'll write it myself. We'll do it live. Fuck it.
what word? You can see through it. What word did I write on the piece of paper? Fuck it, we're doing it live. What word did I write on the piece of paper? What word did I write on the piece of paper underneath the orange flannel? Coconut. She just learned that word today. Oh. Struggle. Sleepless. Gary. Regret. Any other? We've got 2 more words. I'll take 2 more words. Remembrance. I can spell. Bird. Board. I want my board. I want my board, Danny. Thank you for the sub, Danny. Today's episode of What Word I've Written on a Piece of Paper Under the Orange Flannel is brought to you by Danny. Chicklet, that's not one word, by the way, you fucking dumb. You fucking dick. Hey, Chicklet, what word? Chicklet, an entire sentence. You fucking dumb piece of shit. Mother son of a cock-sucking prick. Oh, dude, why is the fucking Waking Sands where they decide to give you all of the quests? I don't know if this changes later on in the game, but it's where I've gotten every single main quest from. It doesn't have an aetheryte that you can teleport to, and there are 2 doors you have to walk through. It's at the fucking back end of Aldar. It is so annoying to get to. Why? Dude, it's so annoying. It's not like I can like, if I would be fine if you could like, if there was a an aetheryte there, I could just favor it, you know? Fuck my life. Every time, dude. You think I wrote regret? Hey. Did you see through it? Did you see through the paper, or did you just guess it correctly? You guys never guess it correctly. I'm proud of you.
Right, wife. Wife fight back. Kill wife. Wife gone. Think about wife. Regret.
Wow. You guys did it, and you know what that means. Everyone has to give me a sub. Haha. Haha, now you have to... I got some cool things delivered today. I wish I could show you them, but you'll have to tune in to Non-Canon on Friday. Oh, you didn't think I was going to end the week with a bang? You thought Non-Canon was going to get overshadowed by 2 new shows? Hell no, motherfucker. I'm gonna do some. I bought stuff. To be honest, probably one of the things I won't even use until next week. I bought one thing. I bought one thing. All right, shut up. Count. I haven't got any money. I haven't got any money and I'm buying things for these shows. Please subscribe. Thank you, Shadow. Thank you, Lux. Thank you, Shadow. Thank you, Chicklet. Shadow got 2 there. Lux is furious.
Everything I fucking do for this guy.
I had a thought today. That's impressive. I've not had any. Does non-canon count as a Zekai show? No. We haven't had anyone come from the real world and be in it yet. Now you might be thinking, oh, Miranda was in it playing herself. No, she wasn't. She was an actor playing Miranda. And that's it. Oh, but Wack and PB were in it. So yes, it is an Isekai. Yes, it is. Maybe. Everything takes place inside of Gon, so no. You know? Everything is an Isekai to the characters of Gon. They went to other worlds, don't they? Wait, is that what Isekai means? I thought Isekai just meant you come from the real world. Another world. Oh, everything's a fucking Isekai then, isn't it? There isn't anything. Every show is an Isekai then.
PB is a 37-year-old man.
Tomo Toasted, thank you for the 63 months. My friend. What is Brad's next holiday? Boxing Day? I don't understand the question. The next, like, holiday that everyone celebrates in this country would be Christmas, I guess. What do you mean the next time I'm taking a day off? Because I probably won't take Boxing Day off this year. Christmas Day. I'll probably have to take Christmas Day off. Because my sister's going to be like, we made dinner, so you have to. Because we made dinner. Fine. You make dinner every fucking night. But no, we're going to pretend that this is a special day. Like our father didn't abuse us and ruin it forever for all of us. We're all just going to pretend everything's fine. We're not cracking up. Yeah, sure. Whatever you say, pal. We're going to eat some fucking dinner. I made some dinner. That's how my sister sounds. Fun fact, they made the very chatty today, Gary, aren't you? You've been storing these up over the weekend. He's never going to speak again. Fun fact, they made the D&D cartoon characters being made canon in the new core books. Means that the Forgotten Realms is Isekai since they came from Earth. Literally. No idea what that means. It seems like it should make sense, but I don't know. You mean the D&D from the D&D cartoon that was out in like 1972? Yeah, they came from Earth. At least the boy did. Did they all come from Earth? Yeah, they all did, right? It was just the DM, the Dungeon Master or whatever his name was, who was just a wizard. They had two wizards. Yeah, that's weird, isn't it? So that's why you're thinking everything is an Isekai at the moment, because your brain has become obsessed with the fact that they legitimized the D&D cartoon and now you've gone down a rabbit hole. But wait, that means that it's real. But wait, does that mean every fucking D&D game is an Isekai? Yes. Every game is an Isekai because you're playing a character in another world, and Isekai doesn't mean what I thought it meant, which is a much better definition. That you specifically are from the real world going into like a fantasy world or something. Tron is an Isekai. But if it just means other world, that's it. Everything is an Isekai. Literally everything. Probably even our own reality. Simulacrum. I mean, Simulacrum was literally supposed to be an Isekai. Okay, well, this was fun, PB. PB's just pissed off I haven't started playing the game yet because she's like, I need to go and fucking do a stream today. I'm gonna go and talk about Deathless for 6 hours on my stream. You got 6 hours worth of Deathless chat that you can really do? It was a one shot. How are you gonna talk about 6 hours of a one shot? I mean, narcissism. Jesus. Don't catch me talking about my games on my stream. Hyrule, thank you for the 63 months resubscription. I don't talk about my games because everything's a secret, and then by the time it's not a secret, I assume no one gives a fucking shit. Which is probably not true, but for me it's been a year and a half since I like made up that secret in my head, you know? And it comes out in episode 57. And everyone's like, what the fuck? And I'm like, no one fucking cares, dude. Oh yeah, you're watching Tidal Blades, I forgot. Oh fuck, you've only got 2 days to watch 10 hours? You can do that. I mean, 2 episodes a day? How many are left? Yeah, you're in trouble. Next Ungodly will be called Deathless in Seattle. PB's next show probably will just be called Deathless in Seattle. She honestly, at this point, PB should just start spinning off. All of her shows are just spin-offs of the first thing she ever ran anyway. So literally, she should start doing the, you know, like the fucking Housewives of New Jersey. The, what are those like shows where they have like the cop show, but they do one and it's clearly just called like NYPD, but then they do NYPD LA. You know, they do those. NYPD Hawaii. Dude, that's hilarious. That's a hilarious joke I just made. NYPD Hawaii. As a commentary on those shows. Fuck you guys. CSI, yeah. That is, PB is literally just making... She's the CSI show of our channel. She's just making CSI Manhattan, CSI Fantasy, CSI Frogs, CSI... They're vampires in Vampire the Masquerade. No, they're not. Not anymore than that. The meanest thing you've ever said to me. Prove me wrong, though. It's exactly what you're doing. CSI. It's Whack, Brad, and Jay, but they're playing themselves. CSI. Now they're the bad guys secretly in the background of the next thing I run. CSI Sci-Fi. CSI Fantasy. CSI Vampires. But they're all taking place in the CSI universe, which is where those shows, and they just all spin off. Right? I've never watched a single episode of CSI. I just know that there's like so many versions of it. It's absolutely ridiculous. Or it's Real Housewives. You pick one. Real Housewives Fantasy. Real Housewives Manhattan. I love that halfway through Real Housewives Fantasy, it becomes Real Housewives Manhattan. Can't even just stick to one thing in your show. You know? Just can't. She's halfway through a show like, I'm going to spin it off again. I'm going to do a spin-off of the spin-off within the show. And do another fucking... Dude, an insane person. And we're all like, oh, it was really good. Really enjoyed that. And just an insane person. Just the Joker. And we're all like, oh, it was really good. Well done, the Joker. And she's like, yeah, I'm going to do another one, but it's CSI plants. And it's about plants that are growing crazy in an asylum. Okay. That sounds really good. Can't wait to see it. Dude, you gotta do, see, like fucking PBU, but they're plants going crazy in an asylum one day where you just rip the piss out of your own shows. But it's canon. Dude, so that's what it's gonna be like in 10 years. She keeps this up. She keeps this up. You're gonna run out. She's gonna have the Stephen King problem. You're gonna have the Stephen King problem where he's like, I've literally made like a bad guy out of everything at this point. So I just have to be like, my phone. Ooh, you know that thing? You're in trouble. Now she's double furious with me. She's annoyed with me because I'm not playing Silent Hill yet. And she's also annoyed with me because I outed the fact that she was going to do CSI plants in an asylum. Part of me wants an ungodly version of What We Do in the Shadows. Yeah, the problem with what we do in the Shadows is it's done all of the vampire jokes now. So you wouldn't be able to do like an ungodly vampires thing. You know, it's quite hard to find those niches and keep them generalized. I don't know what you would do though if you got the ungodly crew and tried to put them in just different scenarios. They keep the same characters, right? So Ven is still playing that same fucking captain, but he's like... I guess you could do it in space pretty easily. Could you do it with frogs? Find out on Wednesday. Find out on Wednesday. When PB disproves everything I've been saying. Every 2 years PB runs a PBU thing. And I'm like, oh, you're just going to run a PBU thing again? And then she's like, I'm running Tidal Blades. I did Blade Runner. What are you talking about? What are you going to run? D&D again? No. Meanwhile, I'm trying to figure out what counter spell does in the new D&D rules. The non-canon episode about Kobold in a trench coat. No idea where he's going now. What we do in the swamp could be fun. That's pretty good. Yeah. He'd be good at that. Because she could also just sort of do the swamp stuff from Wild RP. But like, because when you've done something seriously, you can take the piss out of it really well. Right? So she could just take that storyline, remix it, and then just make Ven, Fist and Pony do that and just see how they react to the exact same storyline and ruin it. Really, you just throw those three at anything and just see how they ruin it. How can you ruin this? Ray Bush is just a bush in the swamp. Maya plays an angel. Be great. Anyway, tune into Tidal Blades on Wednesday. Where PB will do something. What's she got left? The problem with Tidal Blades is she was like, oh, it's just going to be like these cute frogs. It's going to be these like cute frogs that are just, oh, they're just on an adventure. They're on an adventure. What if there's time travel? No. Fuck. Fine, we'll do a little bit of time travel. What if we do a little bit of time travel? Everyone's like, oh, PB! Fuck! It says right fucking here. It's frogs having a great time at the beach. What do you mean there's an amulet of time warping? You know? And she's like, well, you know, I thought it would be cool if I just scribbled out this part and added time trap. You just see the script for like for Tidal Blades. And it just says like, frogs having a great time at the beach. And then there's just like, it's all been scratched out. And then in just pure like psychotic chicken scratch, it says time travel. 4 pirates wash up on a completely random island. It's going to be like really interesting because we're just going to be very improv-y, very silly, and we're going to have the 4 guys just basically playing their pirate characters on this beach. Hey, baby, what are you doing? Time travel! Fuck's sake! But it was going to just be pirates on the night. Do we need the time travel? We can just leave them alone. They'll do all of the content.
What if it had time travel in it?
PB, calm down. Why do you sound like that? Yeah, I know, PB. But they don't know that, so I get to rip you on it. I mean, it's still hilarious, you know. I'm actually genuinely so impressed with you for not doing it in Blade Runner. Can we get a round of applause? She didn't trope anything up in Blade Runner. She didn't trope anything up. And by trope, I mean PB trope. Because Blade Runner is now a trope of itself, you know. Because what happens when you make something as good as the original Blade Runner. It becomes its own, it generates a genre. Generates. Plants in an asylum is really, at this point, the only thing I want to see from PB. Okay. Cerebrum. Yeah, Cerebrum didn't have any weirdness. Time travel. What else does she do all the time? It's kind of hard to say because it was just the thing is I can't. Yeah, I'm gonna write to PB what I want to say, and then I get it out of me. You'll never know. And that's why it had no time travel or anything in it. You know? Yes! Got out of that one. Did it. Did it. At some point, I'm imagining PB doing a Tenet style. Yeah. Now that is offensive. Me and Liam were talking about Tenet yesterday. I still have absolutely no fucking idea what Tenet was about. What a fucking pile of shit. My memory of Tenet. I have such a great memory of watching that movie. My memory of watching Tenet is hilarious because it is. I watched it at home when it like came out on the, you know, whatever. And me and Emma like made some dinner and we were like, well, let's watch this new Nolan movie on the TV or whatever. I know it's like Nolan movies are usually much better seen in the cinema, but we didn't see it in the cinema. Did it come out in COVID? I don't know. We didn't go and see it in the cinema. We just sat indoors. We put it on the big screen and we pressed play. And the two of us sat there for how long is it? 2 hours like this, watching the movie. Watching the whole movie, and at the end of the movie the two of us just looked at each other like didn't say a word, had no idea what it was about, didn't know if it was good or bad, didn't know what the fuck was happening the whole time. And then from that point on until the day I kicked that bitch out. Feel bad for saying stuff like that because you people believe me. Until the day I kicked that bitch out on the street where she belonged. We did this thing where every time we didn't understand something, anything, whether it was reading the back of a fucking ingredients list and there's something in it you don't understand, or you're trying to build some IKEA shit, or like someone says something weird, we would just turn to each other and go like this. And then say Tenet. If you don't understand something, we just go Tenet, and that was all it meant. If you don't understand something, you just say the word Tenet. Unexplainable. Tenet, dude. No idea. All I remember about Tenet is two things. One, the guy shows up at the beginning, and as soon as he fucking showed up, He's in a mask and everything. I was like, that's him. And I knew the entire story. I don't understand that. I don't understand anything about Tenet, but the story structure I understood from the first. As soon as he showed up, I was like, oh. Well, this is lame. That's him. That's clearly going to be him from the future that's come back. You know? When anyone shows up in a show or a movie or whatever, and there's just one assassin. If there's loads of assassins and they're all masked up, they've got masks and they've got gloves on and you can't see their skin or anything under there, it's because they're trying to hide the actor underneath for one of two reasons. Either one, it's the main character and they've come back in time. Or if there's loads of them, it's because they're using the same people, right? They're using the same crew of, they're either like stuntmen or like martial arts experts or something, and they're just having to pretend that they've hired 5 people, but they have to pretend that 15 guys are attacking the complex. That's the only 2 reasons, and it does my brain in every time I see it. And as soon as he showed up in a mask, I was like, well, that's the main character. And ruined the whole fucking movie. And then the second thing I remember about Tenet is that piece of music that just goes. That's the song. That sounds exactly like it. Fuck you. Tenet. And other than that, I have no idea what was going on in that movie, and I think it was shit. So, if you ever compare one of PB's shows to Tenet again, Gary, I'll find where you goddamn live. I'll come to your little island. And I'll ask you very politely to hand me a Eccles cake. What's a Scottish cake? A haggis. Scottish cake. Trench cake, of course. Porridge oat loaf cake. Gingerbread. I'll just have some gingerbread instead. I'll have some shortbread. Fern cakes. I mean, the lamest names for cakes, Scotland. Fuck, you guys suck. At naming cakes. You're good at other things. You're bad at naming cakes. Those are some shit cake names. I don't want to eat any of them. Did Brad play Quantum Cake? I did, yeah. I love it. Quantum Break, much better than Tenet. Way better than Tenet. Realistically, Quantum Break's story is definitely not the best thing Remedy have ever written. And it's definitely not the best game they've ever made. But it's still better than Tenet. I'd rather play watch, because you have to play watch that, because it has a whole TV show in the game. I'd rather play Quantum Break 15 times than watch Tenet once. I'm going to watch Tenet again and see if I can make heads or tails of it. You watch me watch Tenet again, and because I've watched it a second time, I'll understand it, and I'll be like, it's actually the greatest movie. You don't understand, because they're going backwards at the same time as going forwards. It's genius. My eyes start bleeding.
Shadow Direct Odd wants you to type this and let your phone predict the rest. Actually, Tenet was about.
Alright. So. I'll write it to PB just in case I actually send it. Actually, Tenet was about to say that I was going to get a few bits and pieces of stuff, and kinda remember that I was thinking about it when we were doing it. Actually, Tenet was about to say that I was going to get a few bits and pieces of stuff, and kind of remember that I was thinking about it when we were doing it. Imagine thinking about Tenet. Alright, I'm gonna play this video game now. It's gonna play the wrong intro.
Rice, Larry, rice, rice, Larry, rice.
James? Honey?
Right, wife. Life good.
James? Honey? Did something happen to you? Are you confusing me with someone else?
A message that you'd find in this game, PB, written, scrawled on a piece of paper. You know? Chat, what does it feel like when you're watching literally any one of our streams and we're talking to each other in DMs out loud? And you're here. And we just reply to each other. And we all do it. And I always think, like, if I was just watching the stream, I'd be like looking for the message, like, well, PB didn't write anything. You know? Why did he say that? I'm not seeing it. Or are you like aware? Do you care? What is going on? How does that feel to be you, the general public? Disgusting peasantry outside of the inner sanctum and inner circle. Oh fuck, I'm here. I don't remember anything about what I was up to. This is bad. I was on 2 Chains. Remember that guy, 2 Chains? Tad confusing, but clicks kinda fast enough. Alright. Now that's from someone who isn't a full-fledged dog person. What about one of the dog people in the chat? Just shrugging. Slasher has no concept, doesn't know what's going on. I just assume I am you when you say it, and PB is in the room with me. Dog. A dog. I do lose my mind for about 10 seconds before I realize what's happening. Yeah, it would kill me if I was watching the stream. I'd be like, what? What was the joke? What was so funny? Fuck, tell me. Was it somewhere? Did I miss it? Well, what are they replying to? Fuck, is it on a different... Is he like streaming to YouTube at the same time? Were they talking about there? What's going on? That's what I'd be like. I'd be going fucking nuts. I'd hate it. I'll stop doing it. Okay, so I literally have no fucking idea what the fuck I did on Friday. It's been 2 days. It's been 1 week since you played the game. Don't remember the controls. Been playing Final Fantasy 14 all weekend. Chained box. Also kind of a hilarious metaphor for probably something to do with Mary. God, what did it unlock for me? The problem is that I don't remember the process of elimination that I've been through, you know, that I went through for like 2 hours on Friday. I legit, like, it's so... I can also only imagine how weird it is for some of you people in here that can remember things. Because I know some of you, the way that some of you will just remember shit that I said in 2018. You'll be like, oh, I remember when you was playing the Poo Dog game, and in the Poo Dog game you were halfway through the game, and it was on a Tuesday morning at 11:30. You'd started the stream early, and you were playing the game, and you got to the second level, and on the second level there was a big brown square, and you said, haha, what is that? The Poo Dog square? Haha, that was my favorite part of the game. And I'm like, how the fucking fuck do you remember that? I honestly and legitimately cannot remember a single fucking thing I did on Friday, and you remember some fucking obscure thing that I did in a game from 2018, and you guys then have to watch me go, I don't remember what I did on Friday, and I just assume in my head, because people only assume you're at their power level, so it must just be nuts for me to be like, oh, I have no idea how I got here or what I was up to or where I was going. But you remember every single fucking second, like fucking photographic memory of what I did on Friday. And I don't. At all. Like, am I lying? Do you think I'm lying? You just think I'm stupid? Like, which is it? What's going on? How frustrating is it? Or is it funny? Is it like watching a dog playing with the ball? You throw the ball again. He's like, ha 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 ha, I got the ball for you again. I bring it back. Throw it again. And you're like, aw. What a fucking idiot. Look at this fucking idiot. Trying to play his video game. Doesn't remember anything that he was doing. Anyway, that's where I'm at. Don't remember anything about a game. I think maybe down here is the way that I went. No, I haven't been. I've been through it because there's a dead creature. This is the thing I needed to get into. Don't have a key for it. So presumably... Actually, the key to this is probably in the chained box. Right. The Friday D&D game we went through at Evil Mage School in Undermountain. My brain just remember bits of Travia and random sections of life. Yeah, but your brain needs to be studied. Whenever you die of D&D monster manual overdose, they gotta pluck that thing out and have a look at it. I want to know what's going on in there. For some reason I remember I had clown cake with stars on it when I was 5, and exactly what I'm saying. You have to be... We gotta study whatever's going on in there, Gary. I wanna know. I wanna know if you're really Gary. I wanna know. I wanna go up to the 3rd floor. I feel like that was my plan. But how do I get there? I have to go all the way down and around. Oh, I think I have to go to the ladder, don't I? On the other floor. Fuck it, let's just do the whole level again. Retrace my steps. I failed my first dungeon in Final Fantasy XIV today because the NPCs are trash. And I've been using NPCs to play the game. And because I'm a tank, I don't do any damage and I can't kill the fucking dragon. And I'm fighting... It's the first time I've had to fight a thing that attacks the other party members. So this dragon, I can't aggro him over to me. He just slaughters my fucking team members. And I don't do enough damage to him and he kills me. I've literally, up until this point, had absolutely no trouble with the game. I've literally been just like closing my eyes and hitting the same buttons on repeat and just slaughtering everything in sight. Until this motherfucker. We've been through here. I feel like this is where I came from, maybe. Yeah. Vaguely remember this. Did you activate the tank thing to auto aggro? Well, no, because he doesn't. I googled it. The dragon doesn't. It has an attack that will target someone randomly, so it just fucking kills the healer, and then I die. And there's no way through it. Apparently, it's just absolutely bullshit to try and do with NPCs if you're a tank or you're a healer. And going into this with NPCs. So I was like, oh fuck, I guess I'll just have to, for the first time, see if like other people will do it. This is where I came into the level, right? Where's the ladder? Isn't there a ladder? I get to that motherfucking thing. So then I like did the thing where I was like, okay, I had to leave. I did the whole dungeon, tried the boss like 15 times, failed every time, and then was like, okay, I guess I have to leave the dungeon. So I left the dungeon, which means I have to do the whole dungeon again. Can't be bothered. The laziest, most impatient man of all time, you know. You've seen me play a game. What the fuck is this? Wasn't this an elevator a second ago? And I went back into the dungeon and was like, you know, summon a party of not NPCs. Wait time 5 minutes, waited 15 minutes. Had one other person in there, needed 2 more people. Turned the game off. Turned the game off. character is currently dressed like Laguna Loire, but in his... when he has to dress up as a knight and kill the dragon, which is so appropriate. My plan is tonight when I'm cooking dinner, I'm just going to set it. I'm just going to go up to that dungeon and click the button of like summon me some real people NPCs. Real people NPCs to carry me through this part of the dungeon. And then just go and make dinner. And just keep looking at my TV until eventually I end up in the game, in the dungeon. Hi Pitsky, thank you so much for the resub. Tier 2 as well. I mean, what a fucking hero, dude. My Hero Academia. You log in, you play it, you click play on My Hero Academia, and what comes up? A picture of Pitsky. That's what comes up. For he is my hero. Turned off game, regret. Well, I had to do this stream. That was this morning. I was playing it. Just before this stream for a little bit. I didn't really want to do anything this morning. I didn't. When I woke up, I felt pretty rough. For like 2 hours. I just couldn't be bothered to do anything. And I was waiting on a delivery. I'm still waiting on it. I have my phone next to me on loud mode. Because I don't want to miss it. And it's from this delivery company that always fuck it up. And I need them to not fuck it up because it's my mother's birthday present. I feel like I don't know where the fuck... I've lost all of the information that was in my brain about this level and it's fucking winding me up, dude. I hate not playing games for 2 days because I legitimately have no idea what the fuck I was doing. I don't know what the fuck I was doing. I don't know my way around this level anymore. I don't know what I've done and what I haven't done. I feel like when I turned this off, I had an idea. I was like, okay, so what I need to do next is this, and that's gone. And it's the worst feeling. The brain rot that I have. Bilton, thank you for the money. I'm gonna need that money for the Biden pills, whatever he's on. I need probably to have some of those. Fucking Christ. What was I doing? Alright, this is where we're at. Chained box. 2 are done. I did the second chain and then turned the stream off. Because I knew something like this was going to happen to me. If I'd turned it off halfway through that last chain, I probably would never have played the game again. I would have become immediately stun locked. Interact with the box. I need a code. There's nothing on that fucking floor. Got nothing in my brain. Got nothing in my brain. This chain goes into here, which is blocked by this, which will allow me to drag something out and go in there, I think. Got nothing in my brain. Wall. Is there a breakable wall? Streamer HUD blindness thing. Nothing in my brain. Come on, you bitch. The skills came back. Skills came back. The skills came back. Say it. Say it right now. Didn't lose any health. You still got it, okay. Muscle memory remains. My new Metallica cover. Coming out this summer. Say it out loud. There is one good thing. I don't have the reaction time. I don't have the cognitive awareness and power. But I will tell you this much. A lot of the muscle memory remains. The unbelievable gamer I once was. Years before I even started streaming, by the way. So even when I was a young streamer and smashing it, even then, I was already too old. And then you watch him now and you're like, fuck man, this guy's so good. You're watching him now going, fuck, this guy's so good at games. It's crazy. I wish I could be this good at games and funny and have a dick like that. Man, I wish I was like him. And I will never be. I know you guys think that when you're watching this. The epic skills of gaming, look. I wish I was as good at games as him. They scream. Hello? Come here, my friend. You like that? Here. Hey, another. You bitch. Here. One for you, too. Fucking piece of shit. Lay down. Take your medicine, wife. Nurse wife. Would love a nurse wife. Any nurses out there? I don't care what your living situation is, your arrangements are. I don't care if you've got kids or haven't. I don't care if you've got pets. I don't care where you live. I don't care if you're earning, if you're not earning. If you're a nurse, you're in. Because I have medical anxiety and I could just literally every single day be like, hey, do I have lymphoma? And you could be like, no. No, you don't. Shut. Jesus Christ. Shut up. Let's get in the car. Shut your mouth. Greg. I knew it as well. I thought the exact same thing as you, PB, when you said it. When you said it, I was like, oh, Greg is fucking angry. Angry. And then you called it the Silent Hill Diner, right? And everyone was like, I don't understand the reference. I don't understand what's going on. Tell us everything what's going on. No. Figure it out. It's part of the fun. What do you think you're watching? He's there again, looking, staring. He says he'll drag me there. I don't want to. I won't let him take me. Creed lyrics. Can you take me there? Can you take me higher? Aha! The key to the director's office. Okay, so that's not where we're trying to go. That's where the code will be. Interesting. Don't like that heartbeat. No one knows. Dun 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 dun. We get these pills to swallow. Appropriate. How they stick in your throat. No one knows. My throat's been really sore this weekend. I've been absolutely convinced I've had COVID the entire time. Even though my throat is just sore because I'm allergic to the tablets that I take and they make my throat itch every single time. Different type of key. You see that? I think it was the wrong type of key, wasn't it? The lock that was on the door? Weird. Alright, hold on. I don't want to touch that tape yet because I do not trust. Because we're in the upside down version of the thing. That tape is going to fucking do something weird. I ain't touching that shit. Queens of the Stone Age. There'll be no pain anymore. Oh, thank God. No pain, no pain, no peace. No peace. The best scene. Could it be? Let me... One second, this is important. Shut up, it is. PB's so annoyed, but she doesn't understand how important this is. PB is angry right now, but she will be so happy when she finds out why I paused the stream today. She'll be fucking so happy when she finds out. I listen so hard that I get so nervous that something's gonna scream or whatever, because I'm listening so intently. I'm like, oh, it's gonna jump scare me in a second. That looks fucking cool as shit, but also terrifying. It's weird symbology though, isn't it? I guess these are chains as well, but for me it was like a spider's web at first. Everything is chained, isn't it? She's chained. Is this about Angela? I found 0050 in the ECT room again. This time I checked, he was not appointed for treatment. How is it possible he got in there by himself? And how would he know how to turn the thing on? Somebody's going to answer for this. So close. It will happen. Has to. I knew it, dude. Yes, save me with the iframes. Let's go. Ah! You can go through wooden doors. These ones are resistant to being blown to death. There is another lurking somewhere. Going straight after it. To hunt that motherfucker down. We do not wait to be safe. We make ourselves safe. And then we work on the rest. Delicious Prime Energy health drink. Hand delivered from Logan Paul. Alright, that's turned on something.
We keep us safe. Yes, yes, it keeps us safe. Yes.
That's how you speak. You know that? That's what you sound like, is it? Zoot the Goblin. The most goblin name. Zoot's a kobold name.
It keeps us safe. This one's name is Zoot. It keeps us safe.
Not much difference between my kobold and goblin voices. I just try and make kobolds sound a little more reptilian and scratchy. And gnomes. Gnomes sound the same too. For me, they're all from the same gene pool. Goblins and gnomes are definitely the same thing. Goblins are just like green gnomes that are a little bit more selfish. And kobolds are just reptile gnome goblins. Branch now wants to build Gunpla, so I guess we'll be destitute and broke by the end of the year. It reminds me so much of living with Emma, because she would have a brand new fucking obsession every single week that would cost me an arm and a leg. Be like, I'm gonna become I'm gonna be a doctor. Yeah, alright. Put her through 4 years of medical school. I've decided I want to paint Gunpla. Alright, here's a bunch of paints and some Gunpla to build. I've changed my mind. I've decided to become a drummer. Okay, here's a drum set and drum lessons. I've changed my mind. Okay, what the fuck? I want a monster truck. Fine, here's a monster truck. You know, drives it for a week. The ADHD people, the autism ADHD wombo combo is fucking brutal on the wallet. And the reason is that in the moment, they truly fucking fully believe this is what they're gonna do for the rest of their lives. They've found their thing. And if you don't support that, you're a fucking piece of shit. You're not supporting their dream. So you fucking cough up the coin, and a week later they're into something else, and it is just fucking awful. It's awful on the wallet. I don't really care about anything like that in any other way. It never actually bothered me even slightly. I knew what was happening by the end of my relationship with Emma, when she would be like, I've decided I'm going to become an IT technician. I need to buy lots of graphics cards and motherboards and lots of wires. It's going to cost hundreds and hundreds of your money. And I'd be like, alright, well, she's not going to be into this by a fucking Sunday. But I guess, yeah, here you go. Hand her the card. I won't rest until they're solved. I won't rest. I can't rest. I mean, literally a goblin every time, isn't it?
I won't rest until they are solved. I won't rest. I can't rest. I don't know how anymore.
I mean, just PB. Workaholic. Where am I? Oh, did I turn the power on to this? Oh, Jesus. Of course. That easy. Cool, dude. That's like animated smoke, look. I mean, obviously everything's animated, but it's 2D. Arcane. 9653. 9653. 9653. 9653. 9653. Hey Brad, did you talk about the penguin finale? I just joined, so obsessed with the penguin, mentioned it every single day this week. Ever since you joined the channel and started speaking regularly, even though you've been speaking for years but you changed your name. Now you're someone new. I haven't watched it. I was going to watch it with some dinny din dins after the stream. Penguin is not a first thing in the morning show, and I don't live in the USA, so I can't watch it when it's like first released. I don't want to wake up and watch the Penguin and have that energy carry me into the day. I like your perspective on TV shows because I'm always correct. No, I haven't watched it. I mean, look. The first, what, 9 episodes? 7 episodes? Oh, phenomenal. They can't really fuck it up for me. I have a couple of questions about some stuff in that show, but like generally it's just so good. It's so fun to watch. It just feels so... It's my favorite way to do anything from the Batman Gotham side of DC stuff. Boots on the ground, little fucking criminals running around in Gotham, and Gotham's a shithole. You know, I love that so much. I'm such a fan of just keeping them locked to their element. And just literally... Fuck, I've forgotten what it was. What was it? Type it, I don't care. 9583. 9653. Lying. Why did you lie? God damn it, now I've got to walk all the way back. Check the map. Does it say it on the map? 9659. Chiclet, you suck, dude, so badly. But yeah, just having like Gotham gangsters be a Sopranos show. Penguin's great, loved it. Also, there's so much symbology and stuff. It's really interesting. I think they've done really well with it. There's a lot to that show. I'm really impressed with it. So yeah, I don't know, you know, I don't think you need my input in any way because it's just, I loved it. I hope you're ready for nothing. So all of those chains and there's just a box with nothing in it. What does that mean? It was all for nothing. You did all that for what? She's dead, so she doesn't exist anymore. You were chained in this relationship, and for what? Is the box a coffin? I don't know. At Mary's face. She is an angel. No one knows, only I can see the lady of the door. They cannot walk along her bridge of thread. They fall from the weight of their crimes. Like bloated and ugly corpses, their sins she devours them. Sin and sinner alike, she saves me, she is an angel. I remember the final boss of this game being like a weird angel type creature. Are they actually talking about that right there? I don't really remember the ending. My brain is only unlocking memories from Silent Hill 2 as I play through it in this, and it's kind of fun. This I don't understand the symbol of. BB. BB's turn. She's probably already told me, but I'm tapped out. What is this? Am I watching this now? Oh no, this is you telling me how to do the thing. Oh, you got no excuse, Chicklet. Penguin is all well and good, but how are we feeling about From Season 3? I haven't watched it yet. I haven't got round to it.
Hey everyone! Thanks for joining
Oh, fuck
in.
me, it's this guy.
Welcome to another exciting edition of Trick or Treat, where you answer our questions correctly and win a prize beyond your wildest dreams. Or you fail to answer correctly and receive the punishment. It's all in the hands of our lucky contestant, James Sunderland. James, are you ready to play Trick or Treat? Excellent. Here's your first question. In the early 1800s, a terrible disease spread across Silent Hill, resulting in the death of many of its inhabitants. Their bodies thrown into the lake to sleep forever in their watery grave. How many souls were lost during the plague? 1,
5.
42.
There were 5
2,
graves in the water.
67. 3, 85. Know the answer? Well, you better hold on to it. You never know when it might come in handy.
Okay.
Now, on to the
I've
second
forgotten all the
question.
numbers.
Follow Sanders Street heading east and further on to the outskirts of town. One and only one road will take you towards the lumberyard and the cemetery. What is the name of that road?
Yeah.
1, Bachman Road. 2, Munson Street. 3, Wiltsey Road.
I think they're
Did you
all
get
streets,
that?
but I don't know.
I sure as hell hope so.
No
And for
idea.
a third and final question, Silent Hill witnessed a gruesome murder a few years back. A brother and sister were playing in the road when they were attacked and chopped into pieces with an axe. Torn flesh, smashed bones, splattered blood. What a terrible tragedy. What a gruesome end to such innocent lives. One of the victims was a local boy named Billy Locane. But what was the name of the other victim? Billy's sister. 1, Miriam. 2, Heather.
Where did the name Locane
3,
come up?
Julia. Well,
Yeah, probably Julia.
that's the last of our questions. Have you got it all figured out? If so,
No,
fantastic.
no idea.
The time will soon come to collect your prizes. But be careful. If you're wrong, well, looks like that's all the time we have for today, folks. Thanks for tuning in. See you somewhere, sometime, in sickness or in health. Bye-bye.
What the hell was that?
What the hell was that?
Yeah, I don't know either. I feel like I lucked out last time I did that as well. There's like a room where you have to put the answers in, right? I don't remember. I also can't really remember what the radio DJ symbolizes either. I'm losing skills. This song is from that movie Close Encounters of the Third Kind, which apparently you've never seen, which is absolutely insane. Grew up in a cult. I mean, how long have you been out of that cult? 25 years? No excuse. Movies only exist in the moment that they come out, guys. You can never watch them again, so make sure you get to the cinema When movies come out, you will never be able to see them outside of that moment. How often do you go back and watch movies older than 2015? Listen, you shut your damn mouth. You're not like me, you watch old movies, no? I thought you didn't have that curse. Ow, you fucker. And now the song is this fucking banging Pyramid Head Nemesis theme.
The filth, it lingers, it festers like your guilt. James. The wretched guilt inside of you is rotting, but it will never clear. It transforms. James.
I need 1 million, PB. A measly 10 grand ain't gonna be enough. My desires are beyond your comprehension. This is crazy to me that you just didn't know what that was from references. Like, it's in so much, they reference it in everything. Like Family Guy and Friends and all that kind of shit, you know. Is there a wall to break again that I can't see? Honestly, I bet if you watch Close Encounters of the Third Kind now, it would be absolutely trash. I bet it's so boring and shit. Nothing happens at all until the very end and you're like, okay, that's it. I'm watching Avengers Infinity War, dude. Fuck this shit. I ain't watching this shit. Oh, can I get in the stairwell? You never know. So hungry, dude. I've been eating nothing all weekend. Nothing fun. I'm hungry for something fun, something tasty, something nice. Because I've just been eating rice, plain rice. And I'm so bored. Culturally crippled. I see you, you fucking shit. Fuck. Hey, how long it takes him to react when you turn around. Turn around, every now and then I fall apart. 'Cause I need you now tonight. And I need you more than ever. And if you only hold me tight, we'll be holding on forever. Cause I'm in a him and a ma. I'm in a mama, I'm in him and a ma. Wait, where'd you go? I'm missing every time, James. We need 500 gift subs to buy Brad some sushi. It's not really a matter of money. I mean, obviously, sushi is. I can't afford to buy any sushi right now. But it's just that I've been eating plain because my stomach hurts so much all the time. And I don't know what's causing it. I don't know if it's food or not. It doesn't seem to be because I've been eating really plainly and nothing has changed. But I'm, you know, I'm so bored of feeling like shit all the time. Is that what this song is, the 4 tones? No, I don't think so. It's pretty close though. This is it. Bum, 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 bum. I assume that the tones from this are from one of the songs in the game. But I don't know. I don't know the OST that well. I don't know anything about this game that well. Be able to comment on stuff like that. The only thing we know is that they ripped off Crisis Core. The only thing we can say for sure is that Silent Hill 2 ripped off Crisis Core. One of the tracks I have for main character has similar tones in it. I keep humming it. I don't know what main character is. Do you mean Regalia Con? What's main character? Making stuff up again. What a weirdo. Isn't he a little shit? I was just as confused as you, to be honest. By Wax Steven's actions and comments last night. This is my impression of Wax Steven.
Hey guys, it's me, Wax Steven, coming to you live from Manhattan. I'm gonna be promoting my new show coming up by pretending it's like it's a convention, so we're gonna do some guerrilla marketing. It's Regalia Con on Thursday.
And then we tune in. PB's like, oh, don't forget we've got Regalia Con on Thursday, and Wax like, fuck you, dude. Fucking prick. Fuck you. I don't know. I mean, pick a lane, Wax Steven. Pick a fucking lane. Are we promoting it as Regalia Con or are we promoting it as main character? Pick one. This fucking guy. A copper ring. What
James.
the fuck are you
Mary.
doing here?
Oh. Maria, I thought...
Oh, it's you.
Sorry. Anyway, I'm glad you're alive.
Anyway? What do you mean, anyway? I was almost killed back there. I have never been so scared in my whole life. All you care about is that dead wife of yours.
Oh, shit.
You couldn't care less about me, could you?
No, I just...
Then stay with me. Don't leave me alone again.
Get away
You're
from her,
supposed to
James.
take care of me.
Get away from this harpy. Get away from this witch. There it is. Whose theme is this? Maria's
So what
theme?
about Laura? You found her?
Yeah, but she ran
Is that
away.
it? That's it, isn't it? Who's?
What?
What's this song?
Well, we have to find her.
Yeah, you really seem to care about that girl. Do you know her?
I'd never met her before. I just feel sorry for her. She's all alone and... I don't know, for some reason I feel like it's up to me to protect her. Come on, let's go look for her.
Alright. Let's go look for her then. You witch. The problem is as well, Whack, is that now when you play that song, we're all gonna hear it. We're all gonna hear it now. You gotta take it out. You have to find something else. Someone in the chat room is gonna be like, "The Close Encounters of the Third Kind," and he's gonna unbuckle him. He's gonna fucking flip out. Gonna kill the stream. Pull the plug. Ew, is it just the noise of that door? Why does it sound like that? It's horrible. Brad's going to wear Maria's outfit and come steal Branch away and take the house. I ain't... No way, dude. Look. Don't get me wrong. I'll spend a good fun weekend with Ratch.
What the hell is that?
Quite happily.
What do you know? A stroll in the rain.
Maria, what are you talking about?
I'm trying to keep things light, James. Just hear me read, okay?
Just a minute ago you were fucking screaming.
Sorry.
Why is it raining though? Was it raining when they came to Silent Hill before? And why is it doing that? It's like smoke in the ground because rain is supposed to be cleansing. Maybe. Usually, right? Look. I'll spend a lovely weekend with Ratch. Okay. But I'm not putting up with another fucking... I've decided to get into Gunpla relationship. I'm just not doing it. You want something, you pay for it. Keep him the fuck away from me. Keep that motherfucker away from me. You'll have to watch main character, obviously, but the main battle track is dope. Really? How do you know that? That's annoying. How do you know that? Why do you know that and I don't know that? You fucking piece of shit. This is favoritism. And after the way you treated him last night. This is disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. For fuck's sake, is this the same door? No. That's my least favorite noise in the game so
Is that
far.
what I think it is?
having trouble there?
Yeah. You think you could give me a hand?
Me? You're supposed to be the big man around here. How's a little girl like me supposed to help? Fine.
Oh, God.
What's this? Not very cute, is it? Here, why don't you take it?
Thanks.
What was it? Fucking... Listen, you don't understand how annoying it is to organize streamers, alright? You don't understand. When it's like fishing. And you know, even if you're just playing a fishing game and it goes boing, and the little thing comes up, the little exclamation point, and you have to press the button. That's what's happening. I have to respond to them right now because I may not hear from them again, ever. If I don't respond right now, I may not hear from them again. It's John.
So, where to now?
I mean,
Come on. I think I know where those rings belong.
ridiculous. It's not John Elsbeth McCloken and Tiger Writer for a Fractured Worlds reunion, and actually you two are not in it. Patients will become the diagnosis scheduled for them when they'll make recovery, as my aim is always for the entire personnel, especially when their symptoms will become receding with effective treatment. Don't know what that meant. Now, what I was going to do, I was actually going to tell you who it was this week. If I was able to snap them up early enough and just fucking get them in a call. I was going to record a thing and then release it just exclusively to wind up PB, which would have revealed who it was, obviously, but just it made sense, okay? But I don't think no one works the way that I work on these things, where I'm like, this thing, I'm doing it right now, do it right now, or don't even talk to me ever again. Everyone else is like, they'll get back to you 48 hours later on the message. Yeah, I guess. You know, you're like, are you available at this time for this amount of time and this, that, the other, X, Y, Z, blah, 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 blah. And would you possibly be able to be around for this time and that time and precisely military time? And then you give them the little Discord time thing, exactly when it is. And 48 hours later, they'll be like, I guess so, maybe. And that's the best you'll get out of any streamer. They're all the same. I'm not naming names. Every single fucking one of them is the same. This is not slander. It's just what they're like. And the best you'll get out of them is, I guess so, maybe. It's the best, man. It's the best. It's still, to this day, the hardest thing to do on Table Story is just like wrangle all the cats. It's crazy. Decorating box. That's how I am too. You didn't reply fast enough. Yeah, they're like absolutely blown away. Blown away because you're like, oh, I did something totally fucking different in this time. I mean, I was literally in the process of doing the thing and you took 48 hours to reply, the show is tomorrow. I genuinely don't think anyone has any fucking clue how hard it is to run even the most basic table story show, though. Which is not their fault. They've never done it. No, you know.
Is that?
What are you looking at? This. But I think people just think that they magically appear in front of them, and all of the graphics and overlays and sound and everything is all just magicked up out of thin air. So you'll be working on something and you've got a million things to get done. And you'll just be like, I have to get, if I do this now, it's checked off, and I'll do the next thing next, and I'll do the next thing after that. And like, all that anyone ever sees, including players, is just like the finished product appearing on the screen in front of them. And you're like, you know, you just, I think people just think that it wasn't 2 hours of work to make the overlay look like that. It wasn't 3 hours of work to write that puzzle. It wasn't, you know, all these multiple separate hours that go into the separate elements that all come together as what looks like just really pretty basic. Even the most basic like overlay, even the most basic show with a basic show structure, overlay, you know, intro, outro, all that kind of stuff, names, a couple of little background things, a couple of little handouts, a couple of character sheets, a couple of sound effects, a couple of pieces of music for different possible scenarios and scenes. Like, all of that is just, it's just fucking unfathomable amount of work. And even when like you'll do all of the most basic things, and you'll still have 10 other things that need doing. You'll like do all of those things and you're like, oh fuck, I need to do this. I need to do a thumbnail. I need to create a thumbnail. You know, little things like that. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Why is there nowhere to go? Do I have the code for this already? Is that what's happening? I'm like running around the level trying to find it. I feel like I lost the entire level. How did I get here? The burst of creativity. Yeah, I mean, you're in it right then, and you're like, let's go. But also, like with something like non-canon, I have a week. And that's like from the end of the last one to the beginning of the next one. I only have a week to like come up with a whole game sometimes. And if we have guests, I've got to find them, book them, speak to them before the show. I've got to speak to them before the show because I've got to tell them the concept, and I might have to make something with them or make characters or whatever's going on. I've got to get a bunch of shit across to them. So at some point I have to book them in. And you're a little locked out. You're sort of stuck with fully creating what you need to create, because you almost can't make the entire thing until you have certain things from them. You know, take the Myth and Maya episode. I didn't know like who they would be playing, so I had an idea where I was like, maybe I'll get Myth to play this particular character and have this thing. So you can only build half of it until they're like, this is who I am and this is what my role is and what I do, and then you have to do the rest. But for me it kind of sucks because usually if you're like, hey, are you free at any point, they're not just gonna be free Saturday morning the day after non-canon. You know, it's like, oh yeah, we can meet on Thursday, and I'm like, yeah, okay, we'll meet on Thursday. I'll just do as much as I can until Thursday, and then I have to fucking crunch Friday morning with the remainder. I mean, the earlier, with like a guest with non-canon, I'm finding the earlier I can speak to them, the better it is, because I can prep that whole thing. But otherwise, they're just getting railroaded into something that I've made up because I have to work on it before then. So I'm like, well, this is what's happening, and you're playing this part, and you're playing this part, you know, which is fine for non-canon, but it's still like it's quite. It's weird the way that you have to like figure out the workflow, you know. All right, any numbers on these that pop out? 0500. Yeah, this ain't got no idea. 1, 2, 3. Oh Jesus, I'm still being injured. Alright, we've got to get it right. The elevator puzzle. I assume it's the elevator, because normally with this game, they present to you the thing that it's supposed to be instantly. I think that's the main key. We operate on like a live comedy or sitcom schedule where we can't plan everything out ahead of time. It changes week to week. It's crunch. Yeah, we have like pure crunch. It's SNL. Q1 is the answer to Q1. I literally have no idea what you're trying to say to me right now. Oh, the elevator puzzle. Okay, those are the answers. Fuck, I don't know what the questions were. First question was how many people died. But I literally have no idea what the answers are. It was like 42, 60 something and 80 something maybe. I mean, Silent Hill's not a big place, so we're going to go with 42. The last answer was 3 because it's definitely Julia. Because it's always Julia. My last night here with you. Oh, I fucked it up. You don't get a redo? Cool. See ya. Now what do I do then? Am I going up? Same old song, just once more. My last night here with you. Maybe yes, maybe no.
James,
What's wrong?
let's just get out of here, okay?
Let's just get out of here. How many souls were lost during the plague in Silent Hill? 4267. Okay, I would go with 1. What road will take you from Sanders Street to the lumber yard? Well, this one I could look up. Right. It only shows you the hospital maps. Sanders Street to the lumber yard. Wiltsey. And then I would say the last one is Julia, just because every single Japanese game I've ever played in my entire life, the answer to the name that they give is Julia. That's the only reason I would say that one. Let's find out the answers. The answers were 67, already failed. Wiltsey and Miriam fucked it up. I would have fucked it up anyway. I would have fucked it up anyway. Okay, we've got the lead ring and the copper ring. What's in here? Pyramid Head. Is that why she showed up? So that we can justify Pyramid Head showing up again? That motherfucker.
What's wrong? I thought you wanted to get out of here.
I know. It's just... something doesn't feel right.
Come on. It's gonna be fine.
Oh my god, I have to cook again. You ever just remember that you have to cook tonight? And it ruins your entire day? I'm sick of eating, dude. It's so fucking annoying. What a waste of time and effort. Does anything feel right at any point in this place? Well, maybe for Maria. Maybe she thinks everything's just fine and dandy. Because she is a monster. It is done. Sick no more. A fucking metal album. How does she even survive alone? Because she's not real.
None of it's real. None of it, I said. This whole place, everything that's happening here, is happening inside of his mind. You're cuckoo, James. You're crazy. Don't you know that? You're losing your mind.
Look how scary that is. Dude, look how scary that is. Fuck this, bro. The scariest shit I've ever seen. There's no more fear than the fear of the unknown. James Sunderland stepped down the stairwell and into the Twilight Zone. I'm pretty sure this is Pyramid Head, isn't it? Look at that red light and everything. The red light could just symbolize her, but it's Pyramid Head's gonna get me. Coming to get ya, coming to get ya. Hi, Riviera Leon. Guys, I think it's time to find out everything about Riviera Leon. Riv, where are you from and how old are you? Oh, Jesus. Out of curiosity, if you're absolutely like petrified of answering, you don't have to. This is an interrogation.
Run!
Fuck! I knew it. Crash Bandicoot level. Boom 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 blim dim blim dim blim blim bla na 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 blim bla da bla bam blam blam bla da 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 blam blam ram pam pam bam bam ba da da dum ba da da dan dan. I'm from Los Angeles and I'm 46.
There! An elevator! Come on, hurry!
Get down. I remember now. And there's nowhere to save her, right?
Boy, I sure hope she's still alive.
Look at him. On his knees. But he hasn't atoned yet.
Get up, you motherfucker. You haven't atoned for how you felt yet.
One of the things I was thinking about with James is like, you know how I've been thinking about how. Oh fuck, man! Imagine having a functioning brain. Jesus, being able to have a single thought. Think about wife. How like. I genuinely don't know if the game explicitly tells you. I don't think it does. Whether he did anything to his wife, you know, like maybe maybe he cheated on her, maybe he sexually assaulted her while she was sick, maybe he didn't. Maybe he didn't do any of these things. He just thought of those things. But like, it felt to me in the first game that they left it very ambiguous. Thanks, Gabe. They left it very ambiguous and leave you sort of wondering, you know, whatever. This one, it feels to me more like he actually did do some unspeakable things. I don't know which, what, and whatever. You know, did he actually kill her? Or did he just like leave her to die and think about killing her? Just to get it like, oh fuck man, I can't wait till she's dead so I can just go out and bang, you know, or whatever. All these kinds of thoughts that he was having that he now feels guilty for, or whatever. When I played, again, I've only played Silent Hill 2 once, a couple years ago. And now I'm playing this. That's all I know about it. I played it that one time. I had a little bit of a like debrief after I played it the first time with some... I did like a little poke around Reddit and we did like a post game discussion, but I didn't really like deep dive it too much. So I don't really know, and I can't really remember that well. But if it was ambiguous, so like that's how it felt to me. It felt like the first time I played this, it felt like it was ambiguous. It was suggesting that he definitely thought these things and feels guilty about it. And now that she's dead, he's like, oh, I was such an asshole about the whole thing. But like, would you... Just thinking things is fine. You can basically think anything. And it's your actions that matter, right? So you can basically think whatever you want to think. And you can have intrusive thoughts and you can have these negative... thoughts and moments, and you obviously you can feel guilt about them, and everyone will feel guilt differently, but you almost have to have done some of these things to have the level of guilt that James feels to end up in a Silent Hill situation. And this game feels more to me like that is confirmed, like you're going through a trial and a gauntlet of all of the things he did wrong. The only thing that isn't ambiguous is he did kill her, but I never assumed he actually slept with a nurse or assaulted her or anything. It's the same. Punishing yourself for intrusive thoughts is nonsensical. Right. But like, now I'm like, kind of thinking in this one he's carrying a lot more guilt, because if he's just punishing himself like this, like who is he? Miranda? You know, Miranda dropped her fork while she was in a restaurant. Somebody was like, would you like a knife and fork with your meal? And she's like, yeah, thank you so much. And they bring her over one, and Miranda's like, thank you, I really appreciate what you did, thank you so much. She picks up the fork and drops it, and it lands on the ground, and she's like, oh. And then, you know, 20 minutes later, Miranda drives the car in and she pulls into Silent Hill, and the fog comes down and she starts punishing herself to a beyond Catholic levels of guilt for something that is absolutely unnecessary, you know, muggles. But like this, it seems like a lot to go through. Just if all he felt was guilty for the way he felt while his wife was dying and having these thoughts and stuff. Silent Hill is overkill, you know? My eyes hurt so badly, dude. I feel like all I've done all this stream is just like push my eyes, man. I push my fingers down my... driving me crazy. I just can't sleep. I push my eyes into my head, see. Maybe he did fucking know. This game feels more like it is confirming some of the stuff he did to me. But again, I don't know. It might just be that because it's my second playthrough and I'm more aware. You know, I don't really know what's the game and what's me. I don't know what's the game and what's me anymore. Acting. I could do it if I wanted. I choose not to. Shut up. Eyes, it's the only thing that slowly stops the ache. Great song. Dude, have you seen his son? Corey, whatever his name is. He's got a clone. That's not his son, it's a clone. His son has a clone. His clone son has a clone band of Slipknot. They're they actually sound a bit like Stone Sour to me, but they, you know, his voice is really similar. It's kind of cool. Everyone was like, "Oh, you're just copying Slipknot. Oh, you just did another Slipknot." And I'm like, "No, this is dope as shit. This is like comic book shit." You know, where you inherit. This is Star Wars shit, where you inherit your parents' like exact traits, like in manga and anime and stuff, where you just become the legacy of what your parents were before. It's fucking cool as shit, dude. This is my fucking jam. I love that shit. I'm like so into it. It only happens in TV. We love it when it happens in TV shows. You know, Gohan is as strong as Goku for no reason. It's cool as shit. He's got all the same moves and movesets, but he kind of makes it his own thing because he's got the blood for some reason completely informs the fact that you can do Kamehameha. I know that isn't the law. Don't at me. It's cool. It's cool. His son doesn't. No one cares. No one gives it.
Hey, bro. Hey, bro.
Oh yes, chat. What would you like?
Shut the fuck up. No one gives a shit.
Oh. Sorry. No one fucking gives a shit about anything I'm saying, I swear to God. The potential for this illness exists in all people, and under the right circumstances, any man or woman would be driven, like him, to the other side. The other side, perhaps, may not be the best way to phrase it. After all, there is no wall between here and there. It lies on the borders where reality and unreality intersect. It is a place both close and distant. Some say it isn't even an illness. I cannot agree with them. I'm a doctor, not a scientist. I'm a doctor, not a philosopher or even a psychiatrist, unlike the director. But sometimes I have to ask myself this question. It's true that to us, his imaginings are nothing but the inventions of a busy mind. But to him, there simply is no other reality. Furthermore, he is happy there. So why, I ask myself, why in the name of healing must we drag him painfully into the world of our own reality? I mean, so much to fucking unpack, and this is unreal. First of all, Cypher from The Matrix. You know? First of all of you people that don't have mental health issues, that are just la 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 la, making your way through life. Making my way downtown. The most, I hate you all, but also have a great life. The way that it's just, again, ambiguity, like what is the illness they're talking about? Does it matter? Are they talking about a physical illness? Are they talking about a mental illness? Or what? Or are they just straight up talking about someone who's in Silent Hill? Someone is experiencing the weird fog-covered Silent Hill, fire-covered Silent Hill, the frozen eddy Silent Hill. Are they just experiencing that? And the doctor is like, what do you mean everything's on fire? That's not true, because I'm here in reality and I have no guilt. So this doctor is so close to like actually understanding that they've sort of transposed that. Which is that what's going on here? It looks like it. That's kind of cool. So it wasn't Angela, it was just someone who was literally, potentially, experiencing Silent Hill, and a legitimate doctor who sees them experiencing it. But the thing that kind of gets me is that it's weird that they're saying he's happy there. Why is he happy there? Is he actually happy? If it was the Silent Hill thing, you wouldn't be happy. Or do you just look happy on the outside? Are you like, but actually you're fucking having the worst time of your life? AKA me during these streams. I push my fingers into my... Cool, man. I probably misread that entire thing, but that's how I read it anyway. And also just more allegories for what is essentially the story of the Matrix, which is sort of comes up in this a bit, doesn't it? How everything is fake. Everyone is pretending, and we're all just ignoring the fact that none of this means anything, and we're all gonna die. And it's just, how long can you ignore it for? For me, it was about 16 weeks. I feel like I've been living it, Cypher's life my whole life. So now it's nighttime, but there's also a distinct lack of fog. I don't remember this happening. I'm not saying it didn't, I'm just saying I don't remember it, because I don't remember much of anything. Do we know what Silent Hill does? Does the visitor connect to it, or does it descend on them? I don't know, it feels like they get summoned here, kinda. It feels like you become summoned because of something that you did. If you're holding and harboring a lot of guilt, it feels to me like it fucking drags you in, or it brings you here for some reason, you know, or whatever. This one has the triple attack, I think. Jesus. But I don't know. I don't really know what the rules are. I've only played this one in Silent Hill 4, and in Silent Hill 4, I think isn't he already there? I can't remember. I actually can't remember how he gets there. It's his apartment, isn't it? So he moves there. But again, that could just be it summoning him. You know? It feels to me like you get summoned, but I don't know. What pisses me off is every door I walk through, I expect that to happen. Until the one that it happens on, I've just completely forgotten. I don't know if they fucking did that. They worked that out. Like, they know exactly how many doors you walk through before they can pull that shit on you again. This, like, as soon as I walk through, like, 7 doors, I'll check every corner, and then on the 8th door, every time there's something behind it, but that's exactly when I forget. These motherfuckers. No. Oh my god, you little bastard. Weird, broken, discordant piano slams. That's all you really need, isn't it? It works really well in Resident Evil. It works well in this. I'd be so much more inclined to run a horror-based show if I was given access to just music that I could telepathically summon. Being restricted on music is the bane of my life as it is.
Got no choice. It's goddamn coming right for me.
I think he loaded the pistol then, but it actually refilled the shotgun. I go the fucking wrong way this whole time? Or did I miss something in here? Always. Always. Fucking bullshit. These door things. Barely move, we've arrived. Looking sexy, looking fly. Baddest chicken side. DJ, turn light, spotted me, tender thing. There you are, come on, baby. Don't you wanna dance with me? Can you handle me? Gotta do much better if you won't dance with James tonight.
Laura, stop! It's dangerous.
You gotta do much better if you're gonna dance with James tonight. Read my lips carefully. If you like what you see, move, groove, proof you can handle me. Father, looks like I got you shook up and scared of me. Buck up your seatbelt, it's time for takeoff. I don't think you're ready for James Jelly. I don't think you're ready for James Jelly. And I don't think you're ready for James Jelly. Incredibly appropriate song. I know you're thinking, why is he fucking singing that? I know you're thinking, why the fuck is he fucking singing that? It's pissing me off. It's appropriate. Okay. James is a piece of shit. James has intrusive thoughts. Intrusive thoughts are real thoughts. Singing raises the bravery stat. It genuinely does. It's the only reason I'm singing. I sing when I'm nervous, I'm sorry. Wonder where the game wants me to go. Maybe I should run past them and save the ammo.
I think it might be worth it.
They can come in. Fuck. I've done myself now, haven't I? Oh, I've done myself now. Shit, they're all here. Fuck. He's done himself. Ah, shit, he's done himself now. Does the game stop? Oh, Christ. Stuck on a leaf as well. Oh my god, there's so many of them in here. Are you kidding me? Fucking hell. Fuck off. Jesus fucking Christ. It was a terrible idea. Don't run past them, just kill them one by one. I created a fucking zombie horde.
You're bringing the horde right to us. Shut that noise up. You'll bring the horde right to us.
Every single movie, you know.
What the hell is that?
Dude, when you're watching a zombie movie or show or anything and it's just like, it's all quiet and then someone starts hitting the horn of a car.
What the hell is that? What the hell is that noise? Someone get out there and shut it the fuck up now. They'll bring the horde right to us.
That's too loud, sir. The horde is already The old pub showed up. I'll be your dream, I'll be your wish, I'll be your fantasy. It ain't dead, still holding on to its weapon. Nothing in there. It was all lit up like a Christmas tree. Right, where are we going? Through the alleys? Game ain't gonna let me walk the main streets now, is it? Oh, it is. Very nice. Yeah, smash. My wife. How many people played this game and did that and made that meme, you know? My wife, very nice. My wife grabbed me by the scrum. What does he say? Imagine how much money he made on Borat alone. As just as a thing. If he could monetize like gifts and shit, he'd be the richest man on the
Laura,
planet.
please, wait!
Get back here, you little shit. Laura. There are monsters everywhere, Laura. You know what's hilarious is like Laura's completely fine. She's actually just dragging James into endless amounts of danger. What the fuck was that? Did you see that?
Laura?
Oh.
Where did she go?
Skitter around. splitters. That's what it does. I appreciate that even though I've seen this story multiple times, I'm still trying to work things out. It's because it's so well done. It's so well written. This is a great remake as well because of that. He didn't make that much, unfortunately. I think he had a bad deal. Oof. That's brutal. Maybe on the first movie or whatever, but I mean, overall, his character, merchandising. Does he not own it? That's rough. Fucker. Amazon paid him for the distribution later on. Still, that's crazy, isn't it? I mean, it's a tale as old as time. Get grifted by a millionaire. They make another million. You make absolutely fuck all. Raped for your IP. There is another. Headshots are really hard to do. He's out of ammo. Christ. Anonymous, thank you so much for gifting a sub to FNC Yarson. My close personal friend, FNC Yarson. Larson? Is that a capital I? Or an L? It's an L, isn't it? No, stop that. Right now. Stop it. Those ones sound like skiers, whatever this is around here. The fucking bring on the wall, bring on the wall! You remember that show? You had to put yourself into the shape of the wall and it would come towards you. No? No one fucking gives a shit. Hey bro, shut the fuck up. Fucking, fuck's sake. I think I hate the legs the most. They're not the hardest enemy in the game, I just hate them the most. Fucking hell, dude. Every time. Click start instead of the giant ridiculous button on the PS5 in the middle. Whatever that fucking thing's called. Stupidest. I don't even think of it as a button, the trackpad. And yet they use it for everything on PS5. So it's their most... If they could make that X, they would. PS6, that will be the X button. Come on, pick that up. Pick it up! Reload the gun! Shoot it! Fucking... Oh, he's missed every shot. Oh, don't grab it. Cool, bro. Oh my god. I think the nurse is not Mary then. It's not, is it? It's just some other woman creeping up into his subconscious and becoming a thing, another thing to kill. Yeah, it's why I like the Xbox controller more. It feels way more comfortable to me. That's why Wax Steven hasn't bought a PlayStation 5. I thought you didn't have a PlayStation 5. How do you know what a PlayStation 5 controller feels like? You lying son of a bitch. Lying to everyone. He's lying, everyone. Point him out. Point him out. He's lying. What are you going to do now, bitches? Oh, shit. They climb now? The way they rush you if you focus on one. Dude, this is crazy how many they're throwing at you. That was so weirdly delayed. I clicked the button when I first got round the back of that car then. The game took that long to drink it. PS4 controller is the same. Get him, chat. Get him, chat. Tell him why he's wrong. I actually think the PS4 controller is more comfortable than the PS5 one. In terms of shape, the PS5 controller feels more like the Xbox controller. But the back sticks on the PS5 controller are unbearable. The L2 and R2 buttons, you have to literally use a pneumatic fucking arm to get them to completely depress. They put so much effort into making sure that you could half depress them that you have to like literally to get this thing all the way down to the bottom. It's horrible. The PS4 controller is actually more comfortable. I wouldn't say I prefer it over an Xbox controller though. Xbox controllers are way too heavy. Basically, I'm just displaying how weak I am as a man.
Oh, the button's too hard to press. Is it too heavy for you?
Do a bicep curl. I shouldn't have to go to the gym to be able to pick up an Xbox controller or push down L2 on a PS5 controller. But you do. I do have weak fingers. I do have famously weak fingers. I broke all of them, alright? Shut up. You don't know what it's like. You don't know how it feels. You don't know what it's like to have broken fingers. So many broken fingers that your hands are weak permanently for the rest of your life. And you don't know how it feels to break your thumbs, then break your fingers, and now they're permanently weak forever. And my dreams are playing Metal Gear Solid and being able to do the electrocution scenes without having to rely on a tablespoon or a much stronger friend. And you don't know what it's like to break all of your fingers behind blue. Yeah, I don't like either the PS5 or the PS4 or the Xbox controller. Yes, I don't like any of them. They all suck. Xbox controller way too heavy. You'd play an Xbox game for like half an hour and you're like lactic acid in the arms, like you've been holding up something above your head for too long. Playing an Xbox game and you're like, I can't wait to play a little Xbox game for just 5 minutes. 3 minutes into the game, you're like, It's like having Mjolnir when he's on the Hulk's chest. You know? They just put an Xbox controller on you and you're stuck there forever. The worst controller, so heavy. So heavy, dude. Unbelievable. I want to play a game for longer than 12 minutes before my fucking wrists snap. If you wouldn't mind, Xbox. PS4 controller's fine, but not great. Because it is the one that feels the least comfortable just sitting in your palms, unless you have like weirdly long, twisted Silent Hill hands. And the PS5 is unbelievably impossible to push down the back things. I thought it was like I thought my old PS5 controller, when I first was trying to push these fucking buttons down, was broken when I first got it. But it isn't. It's just how they designed it. It's unreal. I see you, you little shit lord, you little fucker. Fuck you. These ones annoy me the most. Little sneaky little shits. I tried playing Yakuza 0 last night with a PS4 controller, but they hard-coded that game for Xbox. Really? I mean, it's still the same button. What do you mean hard-coded? Like, it comes up B instead of square? Or whatever it is? Because that is all that doesn't affect me in anything, by the way. Does anyone else get stuck on that? Comes up on screen. Oh, dude, that affects you? That doesn't affect me at all. I love that. I've never had a problem with that because I had an Xbox and a PlayStation for like a good portion of my mid to late teens and early 20s. I had both of them. All that drug money. So it means nothing to me. If it comes up on the screen and it says whatever button, I'll press it. It doesn't matter. They could, I reckon, if you could put out a game that had both Xbox and PlayStation buttons that come up on the screen. Doesn't affect me at all. You fucking loser. Grow up, Moonfish. You fucking idiot. Grow up, dude. Get on my level, dude. I thought that was always the case, though. That's been happening for years. Hasn't it? With, like, if you play an Xbox game on Steam or whatever with a PlayStation controller, that's just that's how it is. Hasn't that always been the case? How are you not over that yet? How old are you? 6? What is this, the first game you've ever played? Grow up, dude. Dude, I love so much being the person who the whole world revolves around them. Like, if you can't do what I can't do, you're an idiot. Basically everyone in Twitch chat all the time, but, you know. It's not a problem for me, so how is it a problem for you? The worst person ever, 90% of Twitch chat. Punny says, Brad wants half of a Switch Joy controller. Switch I can't do. I've never owned a Switch. I've played one game on Noodle's Switch when my rat was dying. And I had to stay up all night, and I played, whatever that game's called. One of you with memory will tell me before I will remember it, I'm sure. But I don't play a lot of Nintendo games anymore. I mean, SNES was one of the first consoles I had growing up. I had a Super Nintendo. But like, I've never owned a Wii. I've never had a Switch. I had a Game Boy Advance. I had a normal Game Boy. I had a normal Game Boy, a Game Boy Color, and a Game Boy Advance. But I've never had a Wii. Oh, a GameCube. A GameCube was the last proper Nintendo console I owned. However long ago. Nintendo has 3 games: Mario, Zelda, and Smash. Yeah, for real. But people who love Nintendo scare me because they're in a weird cult. Have you noticed how Nintendo people are sort of in a weird little cult and they all like really, really like Nintendo? Like people who like PlayStation, yeah, you might be a PlayStation kid, you might be an Xbox kid, you might be a PC kid. But you don't go and get like tattoos of the like Nintendo, the PlayStation logo and shit. And yet Nintendo kids have all got the Triforce and they're all getting like fucking weird Mario tattoos and they've got all the Link statues on the fucking in their rooms and stuff. It's weird. They're weird culty people, Nintendo fans. What is that? I'll never get over that. I've always felt like a crazy person as well because I feel like I'm the only person in the world who has ever fucking said that. I remember saying that for the first... I've been saying it for a couple of years now, but I remember saying it for the first time on stream. And there were so many people that were like, oh my god, you're right. I invented it. I opened everyone's eyes. I am Morpheus of Nintendo cult. I am the Morpheus to the Agent Smith of the Nintendo cult people. He's been marked for death by Nintendo right after Power Worlds. Yeah. I mean, Zelda was fun. I played those 2 Zelda games that were good and then those 2 Zelda games that were shit. Or 1 Zelda game that was shit. I don't know. One of them was absolutely dog shit and everyone was sucking it off so hard to me. Glazed it on just through the roof levels of glazing. Where is it? And I put it on and it was fucking horrible to play. Fucking so unbelievably boring to play. GameCube was OP. I had a game on the GameCube that I really enjoyed that was called like Star Fox Adventure or something like that. And you didn't even get in the ship. Like there were like these little shit quick levels where you were flying around. You just ran around. It was a platformer where for some reason Star Fox had a fucking spear like a dragoon from Final Fantasy 7, from Final Fantasy 14. And you run around in a platformer and it was so weird to play. I was like, oh, I can't wait to get into the spaceship. And years later I found out it's because that game wasn't a Star Fox game. They made a completely different game and then they looked at it and they were like, this ain't gonna sell. You know, whatever it was. It was like Barney the Dinosaur. I don't know what it was. Yeah, Blueby the Gollo. And then they skinned it with Star Fox. So they just made Blueby the Gollo literally be Fox McCloud or whatever his name is. And then you just run around as Fox McCloud. But once you know it's a skin, it's like a mod. It's literally like playing Skyrim, but you mod in Solid Snake. But the game was fun. The game was really fun, but it was like the least Star Fox game I've ever seen in my life. It's so weird how there's a thing to drag up there. Is that it? Where is it? Oh, maybe it's the other side, is it? Yeah. I'm supposed to... Okay, that's a way in. So where am I? That's Nintendo for you. If it's not going to sell, just reskin it. Yeah, it was a GameCube game. I did have the first Smash Bros on GameCube, but that game's not very fun when you don't have anyone to play it with. There's nothing in here. What a complete waste of my fucking goddamn time. And I had Pikmin on the GameCube, I think. I didn't sink a lot of time into them. But that's the Star Fox game was pretty legit. Terrifying, Jesus fucking Christ. Is this where I came from? Yeah, I think so. Alright, so it's got to be in the bar. Wii U zombie game? No idea. Hey, down there. I love Star Fox. Well, it's irrelevant as a Star Fox game. Completely irrelevant as a Star Fox game. Rib, 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 blib, 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 blib. If you really want to see Mary, you should just die. I mean, like, you know when you're typing in the SpongeBob text in chat room because someone said something stupid? I did it to Orkish the other day when it was like, Brad doesn't know how to do puzzles. But you might be heading to a different place than Mary, James. Definitely. James is the villain. So this isn't where I'm supposed to be. Aha. No? Okay, it's just one of those. With the old map. Can I go through here? Yes. The Xbox controller's too heavy for my weak hands. James. It's too heavy. If I'm playing PlayStation, I want to be lazy. I'm being a slob. I'm being a disgusting fat slob. I'm scooping ice cream into my fucking mouth. With the giant tub of ice cream on my distended fat globulous belly. And if I've got a controller in my hand, it better be light, because I will not burn a single calorie. If I burn a calorie while I'm playing PlayStation, if I don't stand up and I've got a broken back, fuck you, Xbox. Fuck you, dude. Where are you, little bastard? Fuck you. You can sneak up on me, you cockroach. It crawled off somewhere. Where is it? Under that car? Yeah. Fucker. This is me playing PlayStation. God damn you, video game. I hate you so much. Trying to save that. It still got me. Pissed me off. You're pissing me off walking around in the shot in the background. Da, 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 da. Funny because I feel like the game like really geared me up with loads of bullets and meds during the hospital, and then I don't know where they all went. I don't know where they all went. I don't see ya. Little legless twat. Now that is going to take me straight back into that fucking place. No, it isn't. A phone. Remember that movie Telephone, which was just Colin Farrell in a phone booth the whole time, and everyone was like, dude, I'm not watching that movie. And then you put it on and you were like, this movie was amazing, but really the movie was only great because of that one line, which I can't remember, but it was basically something along the lines of,
when you hear a phone ringing, you have to answer it. You just gotta.
and it was so incredibly true, but not true anymore because now no one answers their phones because everyone's a phone in their pocket, but at the time no one had a phone in their pocket. Remember that? No? Just me? Okay, see. Get away from me. I'm trying to talk about Colin Farrell. I'm stuck on a chair. Oh, glitched. Found a glitch. Dude, how is it possible? So if you attack... I wonder if I'm safe here. Where's that cockroach? If you attack at the same time as being attacked next to this chair, you glitch up onto it. I honestly should have been one of those glitch people, bug testers. Oh, and it's not even like a game where... Nothing else, it will shut up that thing. Right, anyone got any bright ideas? I watched that after watching 24 and was such a hilarious mindfuck that he voiced the baddie in that. Kiefer. Is he the bad guy? I don't even remember it. Is he in that movie? I remember watching a movie with Kiefer Sutherland after 24 where he was just trapped in a mirror or something.
Glitch people.
And we have to... We just have to listen to this phone ringing now. Forever. Phone booth. It was called Phone Booth. You just gotta reload. For fuck's sake, dude. I think I didn't save that long ago. Oh, there is auto save in this. Okay. The whole movie got that 2000s. You wouldn't steal a car vibe. 100%, yeah.
You wouldn't steal a phone booth now, would ya? So what in the hell are you doing? Downloading a movie on the internet. You're 14 years old, and now that's a federal crime. Get a job and buy the DVD. Like every other 14-year-old.
I ain't going near that fucking chair. I ain't going near that fucking phone booth. One at a time now, please. I'm a very busy man. That little cloth there means I can flip over it. They went to the effort to turn that into a flippable, you can jump over it table. I really appreciate them for, because I don't know how else I would have made it. to the other side of there without the ability to flip over this. You know.
Time to answer the phone, Sydney. Do you like scary movies, Sydney? What's your favorite scary movie?
Imagine being on the phone, dude. If you watch that movie again, it's so funny. Whatever her name is in the beginning of that movie, is it Drew Barrymore? Who is it in that beginning of Scream 1? I can't remember. But she's on the phone to him, and he's like,
"What's your favorite scary movie?"
She's like, "Oh my god, my favorite scary movie. I really like that one with the guy with the teeth with Dracula."
They're like, dude, put the phone down. Listen to his voice. Why are you speaking to him?
Do you like scary movies?
Yeah, I do. What's your favorite?
Put the fucking phone down. Right, here we go. Who's going to be on the phone? I don't remember anything that's happening in the game anymore. I don't remember any of this bit.
Hello?
In the original. Like scary movies.
Anyone there?
It's Kiefer Sutherland. He's got a sniper pointed at you. Got a sniper rifle pointed at the phone booth. Piece of origami. A fortune. One of those fortune telling machines that gives you a fortune. In Big. Remember the movie Big? Or perhaps it's my whole stream today has just been me going, you remember this completely obscure thing from my childhood? And then moving on immediately. Or perhaps you are a fool. The truth usually betrays people. You should know. The key is in the park at the feet of the praying woman. The wrench will open the gates and the key will... Oh, God, I remember. Do you remember I got stuck on this? I remember that so much. Getting stuck on trying to find the key at the feet of the praying woman or something like that. Are you watching 24? No. We did talk about 24 last stream, no. Orkish thinks I only reference things that I'm watching at the moment. And he thinks that's like... He thinks he's worked out the key to my entire, like, how I make jokes. Puzzle. You know, the central theme to all of my jokes is whatever I'm making jokes about in that moment. Now I will just reference stuff like that because it's in my brain. So when I'm just reaching to pull a joke out because I've got 1 second. When you're trying to make a joke and you're trying to be funny casually and in a conversation, you have less than a second to make the joke in your brain and then say it. That's the art. The art is how quickly you can get the funny words out. That's it. For me, it isn't about accuracy. It isn't about, you know, all these people that fucking go, well, that wasn't funny because shoes aren't made of plastic. And you're like, oh, fucking hell. I can't find it funny unless you're critically accurate with the information. Those people, hatred. But like, so obviously a lot of the time, if I'm watching Daredevil, I'm gonna make a joke about Daredevil. And we were we were talking about how outside of my apartment, just here, like across here is the Thames, but it like turns and comes in real close down here. So this side of my windows of my apartment is like a bunch of cool barges and basically just the river, and then whatever the fuck is over there. But this side, out of this window on this side of my apartment, is kind of this like industrial area. And I made the joke to Whack when I was on a call with a bunch of people, but me and Whack were talking, and I made the joke that basically, because I was trying to explain what it looks like out there, and I said it just looks exactly like the type of place you would go to fight Daredevil, right? Which is the most accurate description. Because all of you just saw in your head exactly what it looks like out there, right? A great explanation and a great joke. And Orkish got so fucking pissed off with me. Got so jealous that Whack was laughing so much. Whack found it so funny he was doing it. You know when Whack goes? You know when you activate Whack and he's going? You wind it, ding, 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 and he just starts laughing. Orcish was so jealous, dude. He got so jealous that I made a funny joke and he didn't. And Whack was laughing so much at it that he was like,
well, that's not even that funny because you're currently watching Daredevil right now. So it's not even that funny because you didn't even just pull that out. It's not like you referenced something from 1994, which would have been funnier. It would have been funnier if you referenced something from 1994. It's only because you're watching Daredevil right now that you thought of that.
Got so angry. Got so jealous that I made Whack Steven laugh so much. Got pissed off, started fucking... That isn't true. Whack Steven, are you in here? It's the only... Whack Steven, are you in here? Oh, dude. Got so annoyed. Yes, I am. Who's telling the truth? Me or Orcish? Tell me that didn't happen. Tell me that didn't happen, Whack Steven. That's exactly what happened. Cool, can I get in here? No. Just vandalism. Unnecessary vandalism. You know what's really funny is I've walked everywhere in this game. I very rarely have been running around. I bet so many people ran through this game. I walk everywhere. It might just feel like I'm just rambling and not really paying attention to the game, but I'm like... There's a background processes in my brain that's like looking at everything. I'm trying to look for like faces in windows and shit. I know it's probably not... There's probably nothing like it in the entire game, but that's how I'm doing it. I don't have a 100% clarity on Orcish's feelings quite yet. The mask is only a bit translucent. I mean, the most political Whack Steven, President Whack Steven, the most political answer of all time. Me and Orcish just casually like roasting each other, you know, jabbing at each other. Everyone else, oh god, they're fighting again. Make them stop. Me and Orcish, ha 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 ha, you smell like poo poo, ha 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 ha, you smell like wee wee, ha 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 ha. Terrence and Philip, everyone else, make them stop. Make the fighting stop. Like we're taking it seriously, you know? I do remember this event, yes. Fuck yes, dude. It happened. You heard it here first. You heard it here first. Got so jealous, dude, that I made a joke that made Whack Steven laugh. Absolutely furious he was. Orcish every night when he thinks about a funny moment in one of my streams. I didn't realize my casual comment about how you tell jokes was offensive to you, Brad. I'll try to be a better friend moving forward. I mean, taking it so personally, crying, literally crying into his fucking keyboard right now while he types that. The tears crashing against the keys. I struggled so much to remember what they were called. It's called the keyboard. The door that wakes in darkness, opening into nightmares. I mean, the most Alan Wake fucking part of the game so far. The song starts playing, you know. Champion of Light. Oh, look at that. This is gothic as fuck. Look at that. That looks cool as shit. Oh, dude, that looks dope as fuck. That looks so good, I'm ending the stream. That looks so good, I'm ending the stream. Orcish, start your stream now, quick. Quick, so I can raid, quick. This is a very nice community, welcome. Oh, I've been gifted a subscription to this channel yesterday and I wasn't even watching the live broadcast. I was just watching some old playthrough VODs. I'd like to thank this community for being generous with gift subs. You guys are great. Catch the Pale. I mean, you've been around for a while. But yeah, it gifts, that's the way that gift subs work, right? It goes for people that are following. If I don't know. I don't know. I'm ending this. I'm ending this. Exit the game. Fuck this shit, dude. Kill wife.
Right, wife. Life good. Wife fight back. Kill wife. Wife gone. Think about wife.
Lately, I will admit that... Oh, sorry. Let me read Orkish's comment before we end the stream here. Lately, I will admit that I have been extra emotional because I am now an orphan. A fully grown, 40-year-old orphan. The 40-year-old orphan. That's the name of your title of your stream today. The 40-year-old orphan. I understand how much you hate orphans, so perhaps I should not talk to you as much to avoid your wrath. I mean, the amount of people that write stuff like that when I roast them as well. It's so funny how he's like making that joke, but we've all seen so many people do that. And then they come in and they'll be like, the ban evaders and shit. The amount of people that come in and they'll be like, oh, hey, Brad, you look like a fucking ugly, disgusting version of Asmongold, you fucking piece of shit. And then they'll just say something incredibly offensive, some sort of racial, or like, you know, they'll be like, oh, you look like you're gay, or, you know, I mean, and they're saying it in the most derogatory way they could imagine. And then we ban them. And then that's the message that comes up in the fucking thing. In the ban evading, I call it ban evading, the ban, the unban requests, you'll get this message come up. Lately, I will admit that I have been extra emotional because I am now an orphan. I understand how much you hate orphans, so perhaps I should not talk to you as much to avoid your wrath. And you're like, dude, you fucking just dropped the N-bomb like 8 times in my channel. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, this wasn't your fault, trying to make me out to be the bad guy. Because while banning you, I gave you a little roast, you know? That's the thing. People think they can get away with it because they'll come in, they'll say some heinous shit. I'll be like, you're a dickhead. And they're like, oh my god, I can't believe that you would treat me this way. You're absolutely the most awful person. Crying. Unreal. People on the internet, you know? Unreal. Alright, let's go and see Orkish and see what he has to say for himself. The raid message is, let's see what you have to say for yourself. And then like some sort of angry emote. Or just put an angry emote in his channel. Let's see what he has to say for himself. Put a little angry emote in there. Make sure tell him he has to raid into Gatewalkers. Gatewalkers tonight on Table Story if you want to watch some Pathfinder. Tomorrow we've got Cura, which is a D&D game run by yours truly. And don't forget, we've got 2 new shows this week. Tidal Blades on Wednesday, and either RegaliaCon for the guerrilla marketing, or main character, which is what Wax Steven wants it to be called. Unless you say main character, then he wants you to market it as RegaliaCon. If you say RegaliaCon, he wants you to market it as main character. No one knows what he wants. It's terrifying. We're all afraid of him. Just be careful what you say, okay? In future, just be very careful. And with that, I want everyone to remember, this is my final thought. Just be careful what you say. Alright? Have a wonderful day. Goodbye. Put an angry emote in Orkish's channel. I'll be back tomorrow. More Silent Hill tomorrow. Bye.